A New Zealand Herald investigation has revealed MPs across the country hold a combined $379 million worth of property. It's an average of $3 million for each of the 123 sitting MPs. Topping the list was National MP Suze Redmond, whose property portfolio is worth $24 million. Close behind is the PM at $15.2. And third place, National's Barbara Kruger with $14.6 million in property assets. Bryce Edwards is a political commentator, joins us this morning. Bryce, good morning.
Morning, Ryan.
Does this matter? Should we care?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's some curiosity about what MPs own, but it has some big ramifications for democracy, for policy making, for housing justice, for the trust of voters in their representatives, because this really shows that we have a parliament of a very rich, $380 million worth collectively, or average $3 million in property each MP. This does mean that these aren't ordinary citizens, and that when they're making decisions on housing, it can be, there can be something of a conflict of interest, and it might explain why we don't have some big changes to affordable housing over, every parliament, essentially.
Most of these are the family home, though. A lot of the stuff we're talking about is farms. None of that's going to be taxed by a capital gain. So really, does it make a big difference?
Yeah, I mean, capital gains taxes, wealth taxes, they're being configured, they're being drawn up by the people that own these farms. So yes, farms are being made exempt. Family homes are being made exempt from a capital gains tax under Labour's policy. So yes, I think there is an argument that MPs have a self-interest in every policy they make, whether it's on state housing, whether it's on interest deductibility for tax, for rental owners, they have their own interests. And that's why I think this piece of investigation by the Herald's Chris Knox is really important. It should be, these details should be known by every renter in the country, every first home buyer that's struggling for their deposit, those living in damp housing. This kind of lays out why there is a problem and it's not really being fixed.
So you think because MPs go home to a warm home, they don't care enough to fix damp homes?
Yeah, it puts a gap between our representatives and the population that they serve. I'm not saying this is a conscious thing, that MPs are necessarily looking at their property portfolio and thinking, oh, well, we better not build many state houses, but certainly it means they don't have that lived reality. They don't know what it's like to struggle to pay your mortgage, your rent. And so it means that, if property prices fell by 10%, collectively, it means that MPs would lose about nearly $40 million. Or if property prices went back to pre-COVID levels, you'd have Parliament losing, something like $120 million collectively. They don't want to do that, obviously. So they have an inbuilt kind of bias to keep the status quo, essentially.
All right, appreciate your time this morning, Bryce. Thank you. That's Bryce Edwards, political commentator on the Herald Story this morning. 27 after 7.